folks down on the front, and we've got quite a few back. I'll be calling down, starting out with Miss Mallory. So,
Great, thank you, Mayor. So whereas Deputy Justin Mowry was a Farragut native and 2013 graduate of Farragut High School, whose roots in this community shaped his character, values, and commitment to public service. And whereas Deputy Mowry served with honor and dedication as Blount County Sheriff's Office Deputy, earning a spot on the Sheriff's SWAT team and answering the call to protect and serve others with courage, integrity, and selflessness. And whereas Deputy Mowry tragically lost his life in the line of duty while on patrol on December 28th, 2025, a profound loss to his family, friends, colleagues, and the communities he faithfully served. And whereas the Mayor and Board of Aldermen of the town of Farragut wish to recognize and honor Deputy Mowry's life, service, and ultimate sacrifice, and to express their deepest sympathy to his loved ones and to the Blount County Sheriff's Office during this time of grief. Now therefore, the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the town of Farragut do hereby honor and remember Deputy Justin Mowry for his service, bravery, dedication to the safety of others, and we extend our heartfelt condolences to his family, friends, and fellow deputies. Signed the 26th day of February.
Check, check, check.
thank you, David. Okay, I would like to first bring down Mrs. Mallory, Jared's brother. Also, Sheriff Barong, and I think we've got probably 3 deputies back here. Be Jeff French, Jeff Clark, and Deputy Caleb Smith. Okay, I want to get everybody down here.
This is such an honor, and since early days at Farragut Primary, Justin knew clearly that he wanted to protect and serve, and the Lord honored that throughout his life. It was his calling. He would not have done anything differently. Certainly, it's shattered our lives, but this is such an honor. There's been so much good that has come from these devastating days, but thankfully we know where he's at, and that's where we'll stand. Thank you so much.
I also would like to thank you all for recognizing Justin. What a great young man, what a great deputy. As Donna said, he had a passion for public service, enforcing law, and he gave his life for it, and had a bright future ahead of him. What a sharp young man, intelligent. And I got to know Donna and Jared. I hadn't met them before that night, and broke everybody's heart. I saw Donna in the shape she was in. I'd to see her end up being the rock for all of us. And I know where your son got it from, his will to drive. And with that, I'd like to also thank you all again for the recognition of a great young man. Thank you.
Okay. You don't say anything, Jerry?
Just thank you. Thank you for the recognition.
Any other deputies? No? Okay. Again, thank you, folks, and let's get a picture. Okay, folks, we'll resume the meeting now. Okay, does any of the other, let's see, we'll start out on Burnett. Do you have anything that you need to get off your chest?
I think I'm good.
In that case, I'll ask Alderman Kane, same thing.
Yeah, just to go along with the honoring of Deputy Mowry, they're holding a golf tournament in his honor. March 7th, starts at 10 a.m., and it's going to be at Three Ridges Golf Course. And you can go to Justin Mowry Memorial at gmail.com to register. They're looking for teams and individual players. That's March 7th at 10 a.m.
It's going to be a scramble or a,
I believe so.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Alderman Kane. Alderman Corey?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the people who've been coming out to my open office hours. Since I was appointed here on the board, I started that for the ability to reach out to the constituents in the South Ward, talk to them about their wants and needs and comments. It's been very successful. People have come to every single meeting that's been held. I appreciate that. I'm going to continue to hold those meetings, as long as I can, so.
Okay, thank you, Alderman LaCroix. Alderman Meyer? Nothing. Then we will move on. We do not have any ordinances tonight, but we do have a resolution that we need to review and consider. And I'll start off with the resolution R26-02, approval of resolution R26-02, a resolution adopting the FY 2026-2027 Town of Farragut strategic plan.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. The town first implemented our first strategic plan back in 2010, and we've done major updates to it in 2017 and in 2023. Each year, staff works on priorities for the year. Based on that strategic plan, we get with the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, and we talk about what your priorities are for us to work through the budget process, and it all is integral into what we put into our budget and how we prioritize things throughout the year. But it really starts with a vision for where we want to see and where we want to go. And it's Farragut setting the standard for quality of life with a beautiful, close-knit, connected, engaged community where individuals, families, and businesses thrive. And it's also developing in our mission and our values of being an appealing and engaged community set apart by a dedicated team committed to integrity, adaptability, and friendly service. And we break that down into various critical success factors. We've got 5 major programs that we work through our priorities each and every year. The first is connecting our community with excellent parks, greenways, trails, sidewalks, and rec programs. Our second is enhancing the town's financial position. Our third is collaborating at a local, state, and federal level. Our fourth is supporting and caring for our team. And finally is advancing a high-quality and well-maintained community. The Board of Mayor and Aldermen met on January 23rd, 2026 to discuss this year's strategic plan and the outlines of the priorities that they have. That strategic plan is attached as part of Resolution 2627, has several priorities in each of those critical success factors, and the motion would be to approve Resolution R-26-02.
Move to approve. Second?
Stereo. Okay, that would be Vice Mayor and Alderman LaCroix. Okay, do we have any resident comments? 2?
First, we have Louise Poblin.
Okay, Ms. Baldwin, you'll step up to the microphone, push the green button, please. You will have 3 minutes.
Louise Poblin. Regarding, I attended the board's planning retreat, and so I'm here to give you a little bit of feedback. Regarding establishing an economic development position, economic development strategy is not just about a small business liaison and business recruitment. The town needs an economic development strategy that attracts and retains high-performing retail businesses and services, fosters a robust consumer base, and strives to maintain a sustainable and attractive commercial environment. An effective economic development strategy coordinates the efforts of Shop Farragut, Visit Farragut, the Farragut Chamber, the Tennessee Small Business Development Center, the Knoxville Chamber, and any other entity that can support businesses in the town of Farragut. It provides one point of contact for business owners, prospective business owners, commercial realtors, and even residents and visitors. It's reviewing and, if needed, updating the town's memorandum of understanding with its economic development partners so that town's efforts remain fresh and relevant. It's reviewing past and current endeavors for effectiveness. It's about developing relationships with the town's commercial property owners and commercial realtors so the town is working with them to attract new businesses when vacancies occur. It's about exploring a relationship with our arts community and helping them scale up their businesses. It's about building a culture that is undeniably business-friendly and business-supportive. Regarding implementing pavement assessment technology, thank you for making pavement assessment a priority. This is something that I've expressed a concern about for some time. Generally, pavement has approximately a 25-year lifespan. The town saw a lot of new neighborhoods built in the late 80s and early 90s. Those neighborhood streets are coming due for repaving. Gathering the data, using it to establish a priority list, and getting on top of our paving schedule is essential and our obligation. We have reserve funds that can be used to tackle our paving needs. Regarding our parks, as you're aware, Ron Ostrike, the town's park director, is working on a comprehensive list of the town's existing park responsibilities so the town has a full understanding of what it's going to take to maintain what we already have. The town is approaching middle age where our existing facilities will need to be renovated and maintained. We need to have a clear handle on our existing responsibilities and sustain them. We cannot possibly answer every recreational and athletic desire out there. We have a robust park system with a lot of offerings. We need to get a handle on our current maintenance needs and personnel before we begin planning for anything new. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Pavlin? Next.
Kim Parks.
Ms. Parks, please step to the podium, and you will have 3 minutes.
Kim Parks, 10701 Farragut Hills Boulevard. Mayor and board, thank you for letting me speak tonight. I want to begin by saying that the strategic plan is very important. Vision matters, priorities matter, words matter. I did attend a portion of the town's strategic planning retreat, and I do have a copy of the book. And that's exactly why I'm here tonight, because the language used in the 2026 planning priorities document that you guys put on the website for all citizens to see, they're gonna ask some questions about it. The document opens with a beautiful vision, setting a standard of quality of life with a beautiful close-knit connection that you guys presented here tonight. That is something we can all support. But when we move into the vision to implementation, the language becomes broader and in some cases more ambiguous. For example, the plan states the town will identify properties that could be strategically rezoned to commercial. That single sentence carries enormous weight, as we all know. Which properties, under what criteria, at whose request, with what public input before identification occurs. Strategically rezoning is not a neutral phrase. It implies proactive targeting. That deserves clarity. Similarly, the document states that the town will update the comprehensive land use plan with a strong focus on transportation, connectivity, and redevelopment. Redevelopment can mean many things: density increases, mixed-use transitions, corridor identification or intensifications. Again, language matters. Transportation, what about transportation? Are you trying to bring in public transportation? What specifically are we talking about here? Residents deserve to know what redevelopment means in practical terms before it becomes policy direction. And I say this because not everybody was able to attend your guys' retreat. Not everybody is able to attend the CIPs and the budgeting committees, and they're not recorded. So nobody knows what you guys are talking about, really. There are many citizens that actually don't have internet or a computer. One of them was here yesterday talking with Joe. A stormwater utility is not simply an operational tweak. It is typically a new fee structure. If that is the direction, it should be explicitly discussed as such. Words like develop can obscure fiscal implications. Public-private partnerships can be beneficial. Let's see, I'm trying to hurry this along. Strategic plan should illuminate direction, not leave residents reading between the lines. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Parks. Anyone else? Okay, that's got it, okay. Then next, we'll go to our discussion, and we'll start off with Alderman Burnett.
No questions.
Okay, none. Alderman Kane.
No questions.
Alderman LaCroy.
I was really happy with the strategic planning meeting. I think setting the goals, these are high-level goals for all of us to meet. I like what came out of it. As we start moving through the next year, that's when the details will be coming out on all of the different pieces that we've talked about. And part of that is in the budget meetings that we're holding, the budget workshops. I encourage everybody to attend the budget workshops, so they can see what we're talking about. So that's all I've got.
Okay, thank you, Alderman LaCroy. Vice Mayor. You have nothing. Well, I'm happy with our meeting as well. We had a lot of things on the table that are things that will be discussed down the road. And as you attend some of the CIP and our workshops, you'll see that a lot of it is like what Alderman LaCroy said, is high level. It's as we work on our continuation of our vision of this for this town, then there's things that we know will be asked of us to do down the road that may be a little bit different than what you think, but we are very close to being built out, folks. We don't have very much property left to really to be dealing with in the future, but there is some. There are 2 major properties, and then there, of course, there's some infill. So all of this will be stuff that that will be looked at. There will be public meetings on every single thing that we do. We're very conscientious about doing that. As we're doing now. So anyway, again, like Alderman LaCroy said, I do hope that everybody has time to attend. And we do have copies of that online, so that can be looked at. So anyway, with discussion complete, I'll ask the town recorder for a roll call vote, please.
Alderman Kane,
Yes.
Alderman LaCroy,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Meyer. Yes. Alderman Burnett
Yes.
and Mayor Williams.
Mayor Williams, yes. Okay. Thank you. Let the record show that the resolution 26-02 has been approved by a 5-0 roll call vote on February 26, 2026 at approximately 6:28 p.m. Okay, next we'll move on to business items, and we have one item to consider for approval tonight. It'll be approval of the 5K race for a reason, starting at 11367 Parkside Drive and involving streets in the Cove at Turkey Creek as well as Sweetbriar subdivision.
Good evening, Board. I'm Mark Shipley. I'll present this item. This is a 5K titled Race for a Reason. It will be the morning of Sunday, April 26th. It actually will start and finish in the city of Knoxville at the Mountain High Outfitters. And then they'll cross Parkside Drive. The runners will cross Parkside Drive, and they'll go into the Cove at Turkey Creek, use a short section of the shared use path between the Cove and Sweetbriar, and then go into Sweetbriar, and then along a section of Heron Road, circle back through part of Sweetbriar, and then back into the Cove and back across Parkside Drive. So this particular event was presented to our event committee on February 1st, and we are recommending approval of the event subject to the applicant notifying the businesses and residents that would be affected and updating their certificate of liability insurance form. It's anticipated there'd be 250 participants for this event. And they will have police officers and volunteers to guide runners throughout different decision points on the course. So again, the event committee is recommending approval of this event.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
Move to approve, subject to.
Okay, we've got Vice Mayor and Alderman Kane. As far as the motion and the approve, a second. Do we have any resident comments signed up for this one? We do not. So we'll start off by bringing Mr. Whitehead up to the podium, please. That way we can quiz him on anything that needs to be quizzed as far as our from our alderman.
Gentlemen, how are you?
And you're Darrell Whitehead.
Darrell Whitehead, and Cotton Blossom Lane, and the general manager of the Pinnacle Turkey Creek.
That's what we need to know. Okay, we'll start off with Alderman Burnett.
I don't have any questions. Good luck and
Oh,
keep them
thank you.
safe.
I appreciate it.
Alderman Kane.
No questions other than, Mark, did they have a deadline? They got to get that information turned into you?
Absolutely. So the notification of the residents, that'll start now, immediately after we've done this meeting, and the update on the insurance. The insurance not lapsed, but it needs to be revised. It has an expiration date at the end of the month, so I'm just waiting on Chicago to give it to me, which is our owners and operators.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay. Alderman LaCroy.
No questions.
Vice Mayor. I have nothing as well. Good luck with it. We think that'll probably be a good event, so.
Thank you. Come out and join us, please.
Yeah, don't worry. I
Thank you.
will. Okay, discussion closed. I'll ask it in favor. Please vote by saying yes.
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 Any noes? Okay, let the record show the request has been approved as requested. Okay, next will be citizen comments. At the end of conducting our business meeting, we have some reserved time for citizen comments. Do we have anyone signed up tonight?
We have two. First, we have Ms. Pavlin.
Okay, Ms. Pavlin. And I assume you've read the protocol and abide by it, and you will have 3 minutes.
I'm here to address some points that have been floating on social media channels for some time. There is no approved plan for the Turkey Creek Road multimodal project. With no approved plan, there has been no effort to purchase land from Ms. Harkins. There has been no effort to condemn Ms. Harkins' property via eminent domain. It sounds like the board intends to clarify this project to fit it in the right-of-way. The community looks forward to moving this project along, make a safer road, and providing a sidewalk while addressing Ms. Harkins' concerns. There are no low-income apartments in the town of Farragut. TCA 29-17-101, better probably known as the eminent domain law, is a poorly written law. One side believes it applies narrowly to vehicular travel lanes only. TDOT believes that sidewalks and pedestrian facilities, along with vehicular travel lanes, to be projects for public transportation purposes. Sadly, when TDOT reviewed this law before it was approved by the Tennessee General Assembly, they failed to recognize that it lacks clarity. Unfortunately, if the Tennessee General Assembly is not inclined to bring clarity to this law, it will be decided in the courts. This is TDOT's mess to clean up, and Farragut needs to extricate itself from it. Keep our projects in the right-of-way. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, next,
Ms. Parks.
Ms. Parks. Again, I assume you've read the protocol and will abide by it, and you have 3 minutes.
I'll try to stay within the allotted time. Kim Parks, 10701 Farragut Hills Boulevard. Good evening again. At the last BOMA meeting, I spoke twice. The first time was during the discussion of the social media policy, and I was under 3 minutes at that time. The second time was regarding the eminent domain bill. It was over a little 3 minutes when I was gaveled down. Yet the gentleman who spoke before me was allowed to break the mayor's rules and exceed 5 minutes without interruption. When that occurred, I assumed equal flexibility would be applied. Public comment rules must be enforced evenly. If the limit is 3 minutes, it should be 3 minutes for everyone. If discretion is exercised, it should be exercised equally. Fairness and procedure builds trust. Now to the substance. I emailed each of you these questions 2 weeks ago, so well in advance, which means you had the opportunity to review them and prepare responses. This is not spontaneous criticism. This is a request for documented clarification and public response. First, I'm requesting clarification on whether the Board of Mayor and Aldermen ever voted to authorize lobbying efforts at the state level regarding the proposal to redefine greenways as transportation infrastructure. Specifically, did the board approve the mayor pursuing legislative changes to Tennessee law regarding eminent domain and greenway classification? Was there a public vote authorizing any of the officials to request that Senator Briggs sponsor legislation on behalf of the town of Farragut? Was any such effort publicly noticed as required for deliberative action? Did the board approve outside counsel engaging in legislative strategy beyond defending existing litigation? Has the Planning Commission, as a body taken any vote authorizing state-level legislation advocacy relating to eminent domain or greenway classification. If the planning commission member who worked with the mayor on this issue, were they acting in official capacity or as private citizens? Were any discussions between the mayor and the planning commissioners or planning commission members related to pending or future planning commission matters? Were those discussions publicly noticed in accordance with the Tennessee Open Meetings Act? The concern here is not disagreement over sidewalks or trails. It is whether the process respected statutory limits and the public's right to notice and oversight. When a municipality is actively involved in litigation regarding a greenway project and legislation effort emerge that would alter the legal framework surrounding the project, the public deserves clear answers about who authorized those efforts and under what authority. If no formal board vote occurred, that raises serious governance concerns. If such authority did exist, please identify those. I respectfully request clarification by the board so the public record is clear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Parks. Anyone else? Mr. Smoke, you're up.
Mayor, I have nothing this evening.
Okay. Mr. Hale?
No report tonight.
No report. Okay. Okay, thank you, Tom. Time is approximately 6:37. And February 26, 2026, Board Mayor